Talking Options. I like to talk options. Sweet.
I like it too. Bam! Welcome back to Talkin Options. Right now we're talking about futures, way sexier than stocks. So I talked about in a previous video on why futures is way sexier than forex, and I probably convinced a lot of you guys that you probably should be trading futures right now, because that is just clear and in the sand. But when we talk about futures is way sexier than stocks, I may have a lot of stock traders that are like, wait, what are you talking about, Samantha? Stocks, they move, they're volatile, they're liquid, but what do they not have that futures offers? I got 3 for you right now. The first one is you are able to trade more when we're talking about futures. 24 hours, it's open 5 days a week. You can't get that luxury when we're talking about stocks, especially for you guys who may work a 9 to 5 right now. That could be very important because the stock market is only open between 9:30 and 4 p.m. Well, what are you going to do when you knock off at 5? Like, the market's already closed. But with futures, the market only closes between 4 and 6. That's when you're in rush hour right now. So you're not even worried about that. By the time you get home, the market's going to be open at 6. That's the reason why futures is way sexier than stocks. Number 2, you are able to trade with less money. Now, the stock market has a specific rule called the PDT rule, the pattern day trading rule. 25,000 is what you have to be and what you have to have in order to be a day trader. But really what that means is that you are able to trade with less money when we're talking about the futures market. Stock market, you need 25,000 to be a day trader. So you're not able to get in and out of trades really fast unless you have 25K. When we're talking about the futures market though, it's all based on margin. It's based on your margin account. So you don't have to have 25,000 in order to trade futures. The third reason why futures is way sexier than stocks, well, this one, you'll probably understand it well. You are able to hedge your positions when we're talking about the futures market. See, I made a previous video where we talked about micro E-mini futures, right? And CME opening up that can of worms. And I explained to you how now you're able to use this and hedge your positions in the futures market. You won't be able to do that with stock companies that you're trading. Yeah, Tesla is volatile. Yeah, Tesla is liquid. But you won't be able to hedge your risk when we're talking about trading Tesla with putting another position, unless you're talking about trading options. Now, if you are talking about trading stock options, then you have a little bit more wiggle room to play with. But right now, I'm just talking about why futures is way sexier than stocks. Now, when you put options under there, I gotta be honest, you kind of level out the playing field. It just depends on how much money you have and what you like to trade. Now, I do have a 4th reason for you. I talked about this in a previous video, seasonal trading. You are able to trade futures and just look at the different seasons, what's moving, what's happening around you, right? When we talk about insurance prices rise during the summertime because then we got hurricane season. We have a very volatile weather season during that time. You can even talk about corn. You can talk about soy, very volatile during the summertime. All of these things are different ways that you can just look about what's happening around you and still trade the market. That is why futures is way sexier than stocks. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe and make sure you stick with Talkin Options. I'll see y'all later.